right now. I got a
So
mic
I
on
have to
right
have
now.
it so people I can read. They can tell me
Today
the
we are here at
messages.
the David J. Hoggard Family Community Complex in Las Vegas, Nevada. We have a situation here where it was an employee working for Global Management Properties, which managed David J. Hoggard Family Community, who in turn was scamming the company. But the company is trying to make the tenants be burdened by the situation that happened with their employees. So we have an employee here that was fired because he discovered the situation that was taking place.
I am your guy, the host, Michael Elliott, the Vague. We here in the building, and my man Ismail, my brother. And we got a woman here that's been a part of this place for quite some time right now. And there's some things that took place here that she's going to explain to y'all. She's going to tell you who she is, and then she's going to tell y'all all about it. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Lakeisha Stevenson. I worked for David J. Hoggard for almost a year before I was terminated because I was learning what the system, what they were doing. So what happens is a resident will come in and pay. If our system is down, they would say that the system is down, and then I guess you would charge them rent and have them cash app or send it to them. I can understand why they would believe that because we are the managers, and then you're going to believe what a person tells you to do. At that time, it's not true. All these residents are losing their place to stay. It's not being fair. Global needs to step up. Global needs to take accountability because they would have found this out 6 months ago if Dora would have checked her my asked me to do with a 62 and 30. She nor did that, nor did she answer it. I've tried to contact her. She still has not answered me. So I'm like in the opening with everybody else. Nothing is being done for these people. You have vets, you have seniors, you have children, you have mothers, and this is right before Christmas, right before Thanksgiving. These people are out on the streets. They have 24-hour eviction notices. They have 48-hour eviction notices. Well, us as a community, we need to step up and help these people.
Man, that's crazy that all of this stuff took place. So if anybody out there that have resources that could come and help or, talk to the people, kind of intertwine with them and tell them something, because for a person to pay their rent, to pay their bills through a Cash App or Zelle payment or PayPal or something like that, and somebody's collecting the money and is not turning the money in, that's a problem. So that person right there, who is the person who did that?
She was the ex-manager that used to work here for us.
Okay.
And what happens is you go in the system and like she may come in and make a payment, but once she put her card in there, if that payment does not go to her apartment, then it's going to go to somebody else's apartment, and that's where the money is lost in. David J. Hoggard needs to also go into their computers and see everybody's last 4 digits of their credit card number and put their numbers to the account, so therefore they can see who really actually made payments, who has not made payments, because it will show. Okay. They just have to go in their computer system.
So she stole the modems?
Yeah.
Come on up here. Let's get a little bit of that. Give her the mic. All right. So now, when you say stole the modems, like, explain to that what that is.
So she caught wind of an audit, and when she caught wind of the audit, she took 2 modems and cleared out her office. We didn't catch wind for about a week or so when we got notice on our door from corporate stating that if we paid through Cash App, Zelle money, order money, those payments aren't accepted and we still responsible. However, there's tenants going in the office and they're considered squatting because she stole modems and they don't have no report of these people ever living here. Some of these tenants have been here over a year. I have a tenant here that's on housing authority. Section 8 is calling her, saying that she abandoned her apartment because her money was placed on another account. But she's in the same unit, been in the same unit for over 5-6 years. But what's going on is she's stealing funds and putting them at other places and charging them people cash for it. So we have another tenant here that just received a 24-hour notice, and the correspondence she having with Dora, which is the asset manager, is stating that she checked with authorities, and if we paid directly to the property manager, it's not the property's concern. However, she used your property, your office, to fraud all these tenants.
How many people was affected?
At least 20, I believe.
27
20?
at the point.
27 people.
27. So I've been advocating for people. The sad part is it's going back so far. We don't know which way to turn.
And how many people are in this whole building? Maybe
100. There's 100 units.
So 27 people out of 100. So she just deliberately picked the people who she wanted to be, who she was gonna ruin their whole, their life
Absolutely.
or whatever. She picked the people that she knew either she didn't like you or she felt like you was gullible, or she used you as a victim.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Correct.
And the lady is where now?
Well, the tenants that I've advocated for, I've told everybody to we're going to do it by the book. So I requested everybody to put in police reports. As of right now, she's living off our money somewhere because she's still not in custody. And
does she have a name, or do y'all want to give the name out?
I got a name, a photo, ID.
Everything.
Yeah.
All right. Because people need to watch out for her. And if y'all, see this lady, turn her in, first of all, and don't deal with it, because the situation up here. Oh, she's been arrested already, I just heard.
I just heard the company as well.
So the company has been arrested from what they say. So
The individual has been arrested.
the individual and the company?
No, the individual has been, how you gonna arrest the company? The individual that's been arrested worked for the company.
Okay.
Global is the company.
Global is a company, but Global don't want to step up because they figure because she was the manager,
It falls on her.
They want everybody to do is sue her and let Global stay in the clear, and that's not fair.
So
Global
can we get the commissioner,
Right.
city councilman, somebody to
Get involved and help
rectify
these
this
people.
situation and make this stuff right, because it's so wrong for the company to try to charge these people after they're already paid.
Facts.
And not only did they pay, but they paid somebody under their company. So it's only one thing left to do, and that's do the right thing. So who else got something, that this is affecting, that want to say something? Come on over here.
Yeah,
Give it
come
up.
on.
Just state your name and then just tell them what's happening.
Hi, my name is...
You gotta speak a little
okay.
stronger, you know what I mean?
Hi, my name is Shanessa.
Act like you act when you be in the
My name is Shanessa. I do stay over here in Hoggard as well. I've been staying over here since May. I've been doing, I work from paycheck to paycheck. I did not expect for this to happen to me and my family. Of course not. It's just hard right now. We're trying our best as a community. Everybody didn't know this happened until the news yesterday. When the news came out yesterday, that's when I came out to support as well, because I'm a victim just like everybody else a victim. And we deserve justice or some type of something to help us move, do whatever you need to do, because it's not fair that you let this lady take from us and you're not doing anything, and you hired her through a company. This is your company. This is the person you hired. You have to screen her. You have to do whatever you have to do through your applications. And it's not cool. And we're suffering from it. And it's not fair.
families. I mean, Christmas time, Thanksgiving, Halloween, all of these events that are coming up right now in the world today. All of this stuff that's happening. And then this is what we have to wake up to. So if there's anybody that can come over, reach out to these folks and make this stuff right. Because that's the main thing is, you know, you got to have some kind of consideration with dealing with humans. And we all human, you know what I mean? So don't just put your foot on the person's neck and just stomp them down, or put your knee in their neck, so to speak.
So we have a few young ladies. Now, I'm not sure how they're considering or figuring out who to deal with, because we have a VA vet that the VA pays half his rent. He was owed $608 and went into court for a stay and said that he could pay the $608 that they said that he owed, that he already paid along with his rent. They denied payment and still requested a lockout. The woman that was just on camera, Shanessa, she also have proof. She got a 24-hour. She corresponded with the asset manager. The asset manager said she's not receiving any more time. She doesn't want any funds from her. She's not getting no payment arrangement. She just wants her to leave. However, some tenants have been receiving this type of payment arrangement. You want us to pay back
deposit we already paid.
Right. So your rent plus $300, or your rent plus $1,000. It's low income. How do you expect someone to support their family and pay their rent plus $1,000 for your company being frauded? She didn't fraud. She frauded us through your company, and you guys are hiding your hands and no compassion whatsoever. And to go to court and the judge show no compassion. These people are just getting locked out with 7-day notices after they think everything is okay and they just spent their money. It's not like we're saving money to move or relocate. We spent money as requested, and we're still stuck in this situation. Not only is it not fair, but it can't be. It can't be. This can't be legal for y'all to do something like this to a whole community of people.
Yeah, we're going to get a couple more people up here to speak. Anybody else going to come up and speak?
I know somebody else was just trying to come out. She said she had to get dressed. But everybody wasn't giving that.
So they only gave this to a few people.
Right. I don't know how they're decided.
So you must prepare this document and attach all of this. And they talking about the full amount of 300, 1,000, the amount of half the full. So if this area has a property management group, and the property management group, Global Property Management Group, Inc. Hey, listen, y'all need to do the right thing, because if y'all hired somebody to work for y'all and they scam the people, then you need to be able to cover the people that live here because they've been here. They scammed the company,
Right.
which affected the people.
Correct.
So,
She scammed us.
oh, she scammed the company.
Yeah.
Okay, now I got it.
We paid her.
They
through the
paid the
company.
money. They paid the money through a credit card. They paid the company, so they're paying.
And so everybody has their receipts to be able to show that they paid something, and they should be able to validate that for living, because I know in Nevada, there's got to be something that says that if you pay your bills, regardless of who you pay it to,
It's a
but if it's
Nevada
through the
revised
company, that you should be able to accept that.
This is a low income tax credit property. This is a low income tax credit property. And with that being said, they have what you call a land use restrictive agreement that is in place to let you know what units are being charged, the amount of the area median income, which is set by the Nevada state. So from what I'm understanding, we are being charged over the area median income. Can you elaborate on that?
They're being. What happens is
Hold it closer.
you're supposed to be charged 33% to 55%, and they overcharge. They're going for the highest. So, say for instance, if you have a senior citizen, their check is only $8.90, but their rent is $1,000. The property is set as tax to where it's supposed to be only up to their income. It's supposed to be divided by their income, not more than what their income. Have a commissionary that needs to get in there, come look at their payment arrangements and their rents, because their rents are not right also.
That's Nevada revised statute. If a tenant is,
Keep talking.
We are paying a representative.
see how it says,
Okay.
the Nevada revised
Yes, you
statute.
guys are paying a representative
I
of
said
a
the
company.
tenant to pay the rent,
So
the landlord,
That's where her argument comes
agent,
from, is it wasn't
it's
us
considered a
as
payment. It's
representative
considered a
of the
payment.
but she's
of
hired.
the landlord
she's
if the
hired through
tenant
them.
Right.
So if you're
has
hired through
proof
a
of
company,
payment.
a company
That's what
should
it's saying.
be
So-
able to be accountable for who they're putting in hire. Because if she's a manager, and if I'm coming to you as your manager and I'm telling you, okay, this is how you're going to pay me, you don't know no difference. You're going to pay me the way that I tell you to pay me so you can have your roof over your head. So you're not knowing if it's scamming, you're not knowing anything. You're just only following protocol of what we're telling you to do.
Right. Right.
You want to read that? Number 8.
Nevada points of law under NRS. Nevada points of law under NRS 118A.240. It says if a tenant pays rent to a landlord or agent, it is considered payment to the landlord. The tenant has proof of payment, it is considered paid. The landlord issue is with the manager who stole funds, not the tenants.
So there it is. That's the statute. So they think that people won't look up and dig and find information. They try to just railroad people and just run over people because they can. But when people fight back, you know, it's all about the fight. And Sometimes it costs us a little money to have to fight back. We may have to get attorneys and things like that, which is really gonna, put a damper in what we're doing. But that's how we gotta fight because the people are not being fair.
Right.
Yes.
True.
And when you look up the EPN, it's the APN. I'm sorry, it's registered under Southern Nevada Housing Authority. So that's who actually owns this place. The company that built this place, they get a tax credit over a course of 10 to 15 years. And so in order to continue to get that tax credit, you got to be in compliance. So what does compliance mean? Tell us what compliance means.
We're here in Las Vegas, Nevada, right here on the west side, inside of Hoggard, David J. Hoggard Family Community Center, J Street in Monroe. So,
Wrong information. Oh, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh no, she's looking it up for me.
Okay. So so we just, trying to get some understanding and also to get some people to come out.
That we're not targeting nobody, we're not mad at nobody. We just want justice for the tenants. We're
Absolutely.
not mad at Frank, we're not mad at Sherry, we're not mad
You say you're not mad at Frank?
No, we're not mad at Frank.
Frank who?
Frank
Frank
Hawkins.
Hawkins.
What, Frank own this?
Yes,
Yeah.
you do.
Frank Hawkins.
Oh, well, that's the man we need to call.
Back.
He won't answer. I've tried to call.
I've been emailing Frank Hawkins and Dora LeGrand, which is the asset manager.
Because I'm pretty sure that Frank should be able to solve this situation.
I tried to call because when
So Frank, if you out there, if you watching this, make sure you get this stuff handled. And you know me and I know you and I know that you're a good fella and that you should be able to handle the situation.
But handling is not putting people out to minimize damages.
Right. That's what they're considering
You know
handling.
what I'm saying? What we need to do, it don't even have to be a situation because it's actually a class action lawsuit that can be prepared for this situation. But when people try to stand up, they become retaliatory. So a lot of
Facts.
people, but we ain't trying to be stand up just because we mad at the Frank or the owner. We mad at the people that's managing the situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you would manage the property right, there's no way that a property can go almost a year without being accounted, without being accounting process taking place. That's why you hire CPN for it. You know what I'm saying? So how are you gonna go 6, 7, 8 months, almost a year, without knowing what's going on with your property?
Your property, right.
You have tenants who have complaining about the fires. You have tenants who complaining that they're not getting units repaired. We have a lot of situations that we used to didn't have. At one time, it was ran pretty good, but we can't blame Frank for this. You know what I'm saying?
No. But we could ask Frank to be active.
Yeah, be active.
Right.
And to help the
Some
people.
type of compassion needs to be.
Not hurting people because
Right.
Christmas is coming up, Thanksgiving is coming up. We have little babies.
Halloween is in a couple of days.
Right. Putting people out ain't the answer.
Right now, putting people out in the air. What can we do to make it right?
On top of that,
for
everything
everybody?
that's going on right now in the United States, with all of the stuff they're taking away, the food stamps,
EBT.
they all of this stuff that they're doing, and at this time right now, they want to say you got 24-hour notice to get out. That's just crazy.
No compassion whatsoever from a company, though.
that's unacceptable. Before 6 months to this day, May 23rd.
Hold it closer to your mouth.
May 23rd, 6 months to this day, this could have been rectified. We wouldn't even been in this situation if Dora would have just took the time out and see what was going on, because I tried to explain it to her. She did not want to listen.
Yeah, let's
So
hear
now-
about that. You got fired because you found out what was going on?
I found out what was going on. The lady that lives in 238, they said that she lived in 162. She really didn't live in 162. I had to go and find her. She stayed at 238. I went up there. I was doing her lease agreement. I said, okay, I'm doing your lease agreement. She said, why are you doing my lease agreement? I said, because they gave me corrections that you're going to have to pay 1.5 month rent. She said, I've been over here for 2 years. Why would I have to do a lease agreement? So this is how I'll start finding out things that was going on.
Okay.
So then I told her, I said, well, just do my paperwork for me. And I said, I'll get back to you and I'll answer the questions for you. Because she's like, well, I pay 3 months in advance rent. I said, you do what? I said, how do you pay 3 months in advance rent when you're not even supposed to be here?
Wow.
So then she's like, well, this is what she tells me to do. This is how I do it. So I said, okay. So Saturday, I faxed everything to Dora. Sunday I'm off. Monday I'm off. Tuesday I came in. I said, Miss Dora, I said, we got something to sit and talk about. I said, I did your correction. She said, oh, I don't want to hear it. I said, but there's somebody stand. Oh, I don't want to hear it. You're fired. I'm what? I'm fired.
So that means she part of it too.
I said
Normally when things like that happen, is because they involved.
Yes, she said I was fired.
And to get rid of you, to stop you from peeping around,
Yes.
so she can continue to keep doing what she's doing. That's just, I mean, I don't have to be right,
So
but
then
that's just how things
That's
normally
just
go.
true. So then they tried to get my unemployment, but I fought my unemployment, and that was the only way I was able to get my unemployment because they see what I was saying was real. I could dictate. I could tell you the days that I sent the paperwork to her. I could say everything. So the lady was like, "Well, let me call you right back," and that's the only way I got my unemployment. So imagine working. I have a family too. I have a car note. I have stuff I have to do. So you just take my job away from me. And then doing the right thing, that's not fair.
And is that lady still in office now?
Yeah, she's an asset manager.
absolutely.
And then when I call her and I ask her, oh, Sherry said you did this or she said you did that. Ma'am, did you ever contact me? Did you ever ask me of these questions? You know what I'm saying? They
Right.
said I was nosy. I was a different kind of nosy. Well, maybe I'm standing up for the people because it's not right.
That's what it's about, is standing up for the people.
Yeah.
Right.
So what you have to do is right. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And I'm for the people.
So there you have it. We're here at the Hoggard Complex, the community center, right here on Monroe and J.
Yes.
Yep.
Monroe and J, the old neighborhood. You know what I mean?
So we're going to get the court filings. All right. I don't want that court.
You're gonna get the court filings and file a motion. So they're gonna get the court filings and they're gonna file a motion and they're gonna pursue this case and do all they can to fight. If there's anybody that could come and help this situation, help fight this situation, because you have to understand what people are going through today and what people are going through over here right now. So we're gonna sign out, the Vague ringtone, the Vague in the building, and give a shout out to all the folks that's here. Anybody got any last words they want to say, they can go ahead and say it now. You got something you want to say, bro? You good? All right. I'm glad to have you out here. All right. You good? All right. So yeah.
I'd like to say thanks, Vague Ringtone. Thanks for the community, my neighbors that showed up for me today. I really appreciate you guys. You guys showed me a lot. I really do. I really, truly do. We're going to get through this.
We're going to do this. If there's a will, there's a way.
Absolutely.
All right. Tune into the next show, Vague Ringtone.